Okay, welcome back. Legend of the Sea Devils, the Easter special, has broadcast. We are here to give our thoughts on the episode. Should we just get right into it?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It is such a bland story.
Yeah, I agree.
They added a bunch of things. I didn't think of an analogy. They added a bunch of things that could be very good. Sea devils, pirates, Chinese mythology. That's all cool stuff that they mixed in together. It's like if you make a nice good dinner. It's like you have nice steak, potatoes, the whole thing. You have everything good in it, but you just forget to put salt on it.
Mm.
So it is so bland, and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Hmm.
That was a fantastic analogy.
I'm liking the
That
new analogies
that
from you. It's good.
I know, I know.
First thing I will say, which is very kind of not typical for recent Doctor Who, is that I think the visual effects were really not very good for this episode.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Multiple times while I was watching this episode, it felt like I was watching an episode of Power Rangers. That's what kept coming up in my head.
I see that. I see
Like
that.
like the Sea Devils are cool and stuff, and their modern design or whatever. Maybe it's pretty good, but it just so reminded me of those monsters in the Power Rangers shows, and like the voice and everything, and just the way they were
Oh,
done and shot. It was so Power Ranger-y to me, which isn't usually a good thing.
that's what it felt like to me. Very unpolished.
Yeah,
Very
I agree.
just started.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually wrote that down. That's so
Wow.
cool. That was the same mindset. When the lady opened up the rock
Yeah.
or whatever, the green light. Also, um, another thing that's not often seen in New Doctor Who is the acting. I didn't like the acting.
Yeah, I kind of
It's
agree. Some of those what do you call them, like guest stars or whatever, weren't
yeah.
that great. I mean, they were okay, but I definitely see what you're saying.
For me, this is the first time I Jodie Whittaker's performance was incredibly off for me. And then Mandip Gill,
I didn't notice it as much with the main cast. I mean, I always notice little things with the main cast, but like that's just always there. Also, I think it was really weirdly paced. There were parts where it genuinely felt like whole scenes had been cut out. For a second, I was watching it and I was like, thought I was like literally like missing parts of the episode in what I was
That's not
watching.
good.
Like I was watching some sort of weird like edited version or something. Because there was some weird like there's this one part where the TARDIS gets eaten by that big creature. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
And the next time we see him, they're just like in the Sea Devil ship.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That was weird.
So
I thought I missed something there.
I know. And part of me actually just wonder if the BBC America broadcasts or something like cut out a scene or something, some little part that would have made that more clear. Which I'm pretty sure that's not unheard of from them, just saying. But if not, which you gotta assume that didn't happen because, why would it? That was weird. I don't know why they did that. And kind of the same thing at the end too, like when that big explosion thing was happening. Like they just cut and then
Yeah.
she like had all the treasure and stuff there. And this one, especially for like a special, was really short. So I think it could have benefited from
know.
being longer for sure.
They could have.
It could have helped with the
could have
pacing
done
stuff
something
for
with
sure.
it.
Yeah.
There was one time, right in the middle of the opening, the cold open kind of. It's where the doctor was talking to the Sea Devil guy, and then she was like, "All right, now," and Yaz just pulled the rope and got him in a trap. When did they have time to set that trap up?
Yeah, I know.
That trap
That's true.
defies.
I do remember there being something weird with that beginning part too, where they just kind of show up like in the middle of the action. It's like, how do they get there? I'm kind of going back to the visual effects stuff, and just like the whole vibe of the episode, kind of not just that, but the whole thing felt like I was saying with the Power Ranger stuff. Like it felt very like cartoony, which may kind of have been the point with like the pirates and stuff and just that kind of thing. But I don't know.
But I don't think it landed
yeah,
well.
it didn't work. I would say that the Yaz and the Doctor stuff may have been like some of the best stuff of the episode, where they were just like
Yes.
took a break from the story and it was just like character moments. I think that was better.
Yeah, my favorite thing is when at the very end, when like yeah, I think the doctor straight up said like, yeah, I feel the same as, or like that's basically what she said. She's like, I'd love to date you, but I can't. That was a very good impression. But then the doctor was like, I can because then I'll have to say goodbye and I'll be so sad.
Yes, I
And
mean,
I
kind of
like
like
that because that was very clearly the doctor learning from her mistakes
true.
and being smart.
The Sea Devils, I've seen the like original Sea Devils like serial,
Oh.
and I think they just weren't handled very well in this episode. Like, first of all, like the design, which is impressive. Like, I'm not trying to say it's not impressive, but just the way it was portrayed on the screen, like I said, it didn't really sit right with me. But also, like, the whole thing with them, like when Chibnall did the Silurians in Series 5, he wrote that two-parter. It was all about the, like, moral conflict of the fact that they also had rights to the Earth and all that. And there was none of that with this. Like, it's just like they're trying to take back the Earth. We gotta like blow them up or send them back underground or whatever she did at the end. You know, which didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like that's not what the characters were about originally. It was more like the Silurians, the same kind of thing. They go together really about how they both
Yeah.
have rights to the Earth or whatever. So the whole kind of point of both of those, I always thought was like trying to figure out the morality of that and like, you know, and there was none of that. It's just like the doctor's like, no, you don't get anything, which seemed kind of off to me. There was some nice pirate action. Like there was that one action scene that was kind of fun with the sword fighting and stuff.
I didn't really think like it stood out as like good action.
No, it
seemed very
definitely
much
was
like-
not good action. It's just fun.
I
It's
think
just
it
supposed
was-
to be, pirates.
See, I very much felt like Chibnall was checking off a box. Like, this is my generic pirate story.
Yes.
We have to have a
Hey,
generic
you
sword fight.
of all people should have loved that since the Curse of the Black Spot is your favorite episode of all time.
That is
No.
offensive. Because I like one pirate story, I have to like another? Wow.
It definitely feels like maybe because I mean I don't know if this is true or not, but I think I heard that this episode was originally going to be the last one before they like gave the green light for the centenary special, which is crazy to me. I don't even know how that would have
That
worked.
would've
But-
sucked.
Maybe that's why it felt kind of weird because they had to change it up. They had to obviously recut it a lot then, or whatever. I don't know if they shot it before or after that happened. I don't know. But it definitely felt like it was redone to be the setup for that episode. And the next time trailer, did you see that?
I did.
That was very exciting.
You know when like Kate Stewart was teasing a necktie trailer during Flux?
Mm-hmm.
I that got me so excited because I'm like, she's back and it's gonna be cool. But then she was used as like basically an extra.
Yeah. Well,
Pointless.
she was in this
It's-
next time trailer too, so maybe she'll be done
great.
right this
I
time.
can't wait for her to get completely underused.
That's gonna be a lot. that they
Also,
have to pack
Vinder
in.
was here. Vinder.
Oh yeah, Vinder is
Every-
back.
Everyone's
Good for
favorite
him.
character.
And the
I
master
forgot
with
his
all
like
his-
wife's. I forgot his wife's name.
His
but
wife's name. Oh, Belle.
Belle.
Right?
Was that it?
You were their biggest fans. How did you forget the name?
I know.
Jeez.
I know.
Wow.
Sacrilege. Oh, this
Yes.
was another one where Dan felt completely and utterly useless.
Yeah, I see what you're
He
saying.
had no purpose. Again, he was like an extra. He just stood there and did his stupid accent.
He had
I
some
don't
good.
like.
He had some good jokes though. It's kind of his job.
But were his jokes good?
A couple of
It's.
them. Not, maybe
They
not
should
all.
have just. Also, Diane was back. So
Yeah, that was
what-
nice. I
what's-
liked
what
that.
are they-
I liked
Really?
got
I
the phone
didn't.
call.
After Diane abandoned him, she was like, "No, I'm too good for you."
All right, that's it then. I think we're both just kind of feel underwhelmed by that, but it has boosted the excitement levels for the centenary special. We will see you sometime in the future. Goodbye.